If you have any interest in 3D printers, you gotta stick around to see what this thing is all about. It's a brand new 3D printer that sort of looks like a toy, but claims to have the capability of a full-blown 3D printer. I'm gonna show you what comes inside the box with the new Toybox Comet 3D printer, and then I'll show you how easy it is to put this thing together out of the box. Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk, and I'm really excited about this. First of all, I want to go back though and show you this. This is the original Toybox 3D printer. It's a super simple 3D printer designed so even kids can use this thing. But the problem is it's a little small, so it's a little limited, and that's where the brand new Toybox Comet 3D printer comes into play. Think of it as the next step up. If you want a bigger printer, maybe your kids are getting older, and you want to be able to print larger things. They say it's super easy to set up, super easy to use, but still has most of the capabilities of a full-blown 3D printer. So if you want to see my in-depth testing and review, that's coming up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. Today, what I'm going to do is show you what comes inside the box. And then if you hang out to the B side of the video, I'm going to show you how I assembled this out of the box. You might be surprised how easy it goes together. So let's get it over to the table and get the Toybox Comet 3D printer unboxed. The Toybox Comet 3D printer, brand new in the box. You've got the Toybox logo on the top. I'll flip this thing up. You've got simple Toybox written on the side here. On the other side, you've got your barcode, your FCC ID. On the back side, you do have Comet 3D printer by Toybox, and then a simple illustration of this 3D printer, and it says one kit included in the box. Finally, on the last side, it tells you what's inside the box: one Toybox 3D printer, one power adapter, one printer food, one food holder, and one easy peel bed. So that's pretty much it. If I go back to where we started, and we'll get it back on the bottom and rip the tab open. Okay, so now we just have to pull the flap out and get this box going here. I'm getting the flap open, and we will flip this up. Looks like there's some words in there. Can't totally see what that says. Something about recycling, so let's just open up the lid. There you go. Please reuse or recycle me, and a little smiley face. How nice. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. The lightning bolt that they use for the toy box, and you can see it says inside, "Welcome to the club," and you'll also see that this is actually on some sort of instruction manual that's in the top of the box. So let me pull that out and take a closer look at that. So it looks like what we have here is a quick start guide, and we're talking IKEA style. No words, just simple pictures, and hopefully that's an indication of how easy it is to put this thing together. You just follow these very simple steps, get the printer hooked up, set up, and connected to your phone, connected to the app. Okay, back to the box. Let's pull the lid out and see what is inside. So first off, we've got this small cube. My guess is this probably is the actual print head, the extruder, if you will. And yeah, that's exactly what we've got going on here. But you'll see it's surrounded by this housing with that lightning bolt logo again on the housing. You've got the plug where you're going to attach this to the brains of the printer and the rest of the printer. And you've got that extruder nozzle there on the bottom. But it's all surrounded by this plastic housing. That's the idea. There you go on the top. That's where your filament, or your printer food as they call it, is going to go inside. And you can even see here, I want to take a closer look. If I can get this to focus, you'll see it looks like they clearly tested this. There's a little bit of filament hanging out there by the extruder. So clearly this was tested at the factory before it got boxed up and shipped out. So yeah, that's a protected printer head. I'll put this to the side here and see what else is inside the box. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be the riser. So much of this comes assembled already. Before I get to that, this looks like what they call, again, printer food. Some white printer food included. Deeper down inside, we've got, looks like a box with some accessories. We'll get to that in a second. And then finally, this seems to be like the platform of the actual printer itself. Closer look at that printer food spool. Again, this is filament, but they have a fun name for it. They call it printer food, and their printer food spools don't have as much as a full normal spool, so you should know that going into it. It's going to be a smaller spool. And yeah, this is the riser portion of the 3D printer. You can see it is all surrounded in plastic housing. This thing is designed to be kid-friendly, easy to set up, easy to use, and you're not as exposed to all the innards of the 3D printer like you are with many 3D printers. You see the guts, you see see what's going on. And this is where the print head would slide in and click in. We'll do that in just a second. But you've got very typical kind of two riser pieces with a piece going across where that print head is going to go back and forth. It just looks different because you don't really see so much of it. Look inside. You can see those threaded screws. They're going to move this thing up and down, but they're hidden on the inside. Next, we've got the platform of the 3D printer as well as the printer bed. So you see the printer bed slides back and forth. That's going to be controlled by motors on the bottom here. It's a bigger printer bed than the original Toybox, but maybe not as big as some 3D printers out there. It's telling you to remove the film before you use this, of course. And you see these are the plugs where that riser is going to click into. They've got a couple of connection points there. You've got a screen on the front. And then on the bottom, you'll see these 4 screws. Those are the screws already placed where they need to be that you'll tighten to attach the riser. They're making this as easy as possible to set this thing up and to get everything ready to go. Finally, in that box, as I mentioned before, looks like some accessories in here. So let's check out and see what's inside this box. This looks like your connector cable, kind of the main connector cable for the 3D printer. Let me open up the Ziploc and take a closer look at the cable itself. All right, so you've got a couple of ends. This looks like kind of the main end there that'll probably plug into the platform of the 3D printer, the brains of the 3D printer, and then you've got a couple of other connections. This one probably goes to the print head. Not exactly sure what that one does, but we'll set this up in just a second and take a closer look at that. What else is in the box? So if I flip open this flap, you've got what looks like your power plug, very simple looking AC adapter with your wall plug, and then of course the big old brick here and a normal AC plug. What's this metal thing? Oh, I know what this is. This is for the spool of printer food or filament. This kind of clips into the top and then you put your filament there on top. A little tiny envelope, not sure what's inside here, and looks like a simple wrench, a Torx wrench that we'll use to probably tighten those screws on the bottom. I don't think there's too much else to connect and attach. That's probably the only attachment point. You've got a safety guide here with some very basic cover your butt safety things, and that's it. That's all that's inside the accessory box. You can see that's empty, so I'll toss that out of the way. Let's follow these very simple instructions that we saw earlier and see if we can't attach this thing, get it all put together. You see the bottom there, you've got a connection point, and we're just going to set it down inside and give it a click. Yeah, you hear that? There's like a satisfying click, so you know it's in there the way it should be. And again, you've got these screws on the bottom that are already in place. I get my little Allen wrench thing, and I will tighten those screws up. Okay, those screws are tightened up, and next we've got the printer head, which I think sort of just clips into this little mount here. So I'll bring the head back out, take it out of the bag, and again, you see that portion there. It's got the tabs. It's got kind of what looks like the sliding portion to slide it in and clip it in. That was it. That's all. That's installed. Okay, the main 2 portions of the printer are now attached. Let's see if we can find that cable and get some wiring attached to. This end plugs into the printer head, and if you look at it, there's really only one way it can properly go into here. It's kind of hard to mess it up, and they've done that by design. There's a satisfying click when you put that in there as well. And let's see, the other ends, which do we have here? Looks like we've got to connect those other 2 cables as well. So I'll flip the printer around, and as I guessed, this big giant plug is what goes into the bottom. Only one way that can go in, and then you've got this little tiny cable, and I'm not really sure where that goes. I mean, the one went into the printer head, so this would make sense that it's got to go somewhere maybe into the back of the riser here. It does look like there's a little hole on the side here where this is going to go, so I will plug that in. And once again, they've got tabs. Try to make it as foolproof as possible, so there's only one way this should properly go in. Don't force it. If it doesn't go in, it's probably going in the wrong way. So we're talking 1, 2, 3 connection points. That's it. That's all. This 3D printer, in a matter of minutes, is fully assembled and fully connected and ready to get power and ready to go. I'm super excited to put this thing to the test, get some power into this, and start printing out some toys. So I want to know what questions you guys have. Throw those comments below. I read every single one, and I'll use that to help craft my full-blown review of the Toybox Comet 3D printer. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel so when that video gets posted, you'll see it right here on YouTube, right here on the channel. Tech it before you wreck it. I'm Kirk.